Yes.
Wouldn't you be proud?
Yes.
Whoever you were, whatever culture that Rami Malek was portraying someone
That
from
listener,
your culture.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that he played tech nerds. He really elevated tech nerds
Absolutely.
to be cool guys.
Yeah.
I want to point out that John's question did ask which one of these pharaohs did Remi Malek play, and it turns out the answer was not one.
I didn't
You
say though.
liar.
I said which
You're
of
telling
these.
lies.
I didn't say which historic pharaoh because in the movie he is Pharaoh Akhmen-Ra.
Okay, so
it's
I guess
just not a real.
Who
pharaoh.
I should bring up the problem with is Tom Lennon and his
Yes.
co-writer Ben whatever.
So I did not know Tom Lennon wrote.
Yes,
that movie.
Tom Lennon wrote Night at the
All
Smithsonian.
right, maybe I'll have to
I have
give
to
it
assume
a
famous
whiz
for
bang.
Reno 9/11,
Sure.
911.
He's a busy dude, that Tom Lennon.
He seems to work a lot.
Yeah.
He is. I mean, he does a lot of small things. I think I told you about. I believe it's called Devil Baby, which is kind of a horror
Yes.
comedy, and it's really ridiculous, but it's very
Okay,
funny.
I'll check it out.
Yeah,
I love
watch-
devils. I love babies.
I know you do.
I
love
watch
them together.
Lethal Weapon, the TV remake.
Oh,
The whole-
sure.
I forgot
he
there
plays,
was one, but
he
yes,
plays
there is.
Leo Getz.
Oh,
no
that's
shit.
great.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's
Wow.
brilliant. He's like a scene stealer every
Oh,
time
he's
on.
got to
Yeah.
be.
It was not. I'm saying Joe Piscopo, but obviously that's not the
Joe
correct.
Pesci.
Joe Pesci. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, what two
In the films.
wildly different
It's
human
so
beings?
strange.
Yes, very tiny Italian Joe Pesci
Yes.
and gangly, slim Irishman Tom
Right.
Lennon.
But I could see that the spirit could be the same.
Sure.
The flesh was willing, but the
by
spirit
way,
was weak.
Ethnically Irish. He's an American. I
Right.
should point that out.
Thank you, John. Because Big Irish would be furious.
Yo, very angry. Yes, they would
And we know
never
what they
let
do.
Rami Malek portray Tom Lennon in the eventual
Certainly
biopic.
not.
Guys, question 5. While building his early television resume, Malek performed uncredited additional characters, that's in quotes, voice work for which video game? Was it A, Halo 2, B, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, C, Rome Total War, D, Prince of Persia Warrior Within?
Interesting. Okay, so Rome Total War they're very fun games where you're commanding armies.
Right.
But I don't remember if there's anybody who talks in them. Although it could be like chatter.
Okay.
Which is why additional character voices
Sure.
would make sense.
Now, for our new listeners or our long-time
Yes.
listeners who may have forgotten.
Kind of two groups of listeners.
Sure.
New and old.
Right. Which is probably, of the 3 listeners, maybe 2 are old and 1 is new. Brandon is definitely our gamer here.
Big
So,
into games.
As I wrote this question, I was worried he might just nail it right off
So,
the bat.
and the thing about Grand Theft Auto San Andreas is that it takes place in 1990s era Compton, essentially. San Andreas
Okay.
is a conduit for Compton and kind of the gang wars of the time, the Crips and the
Okay.
Bloods.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a character that Remi Malek could have played, but of course, he doesn't have to play any kind of particular character. He's just
No.
any kind of mush mouth, marble mouth radio DJ.
Right.
Oh, maybe he was a radio DJ.
Sure.
There are radio
Brandon
DJs
has
because you drive
really
around a lot.
taken offense with him playing a
He
DJ.
It just
really
bothered
has.
me so much, guys.
I know.
Wow.
We know, Brandon.
I'm going to go with Prince of Persia because that is a film and game that is horribly racist. As you guys remember, the Prince of Persia movie
Yes.
starred one Jake Gyllenhaal.
Famous Iranian-American actor. Jake
Iranian-
Gyllenhaal.
yes, exactly. Famously known for being a Persian man.
Right.
Just for you listeners at home, do not tell anyone that he is a Persian man. He is not a Persian man.
No.
I don't want to spread that misinformation. But it means that maybe somebody might cast Remi Malek for that game
Sure.
as a secondary character because they did a 3-dimensional remake.
Right.
So let's go with Prince of Persia for me.
Okay. Doug.
Really beat that one to death, guys.
You really did. I got to tell you.
Thank you.
So I'm not a video game guy. I have seen none of these video games.
Okay.
I've played
Been
none of
watching any of the games?
Sadly, I may even own some because of when I was in PR. They used to give us games all the
Sure,
time,
yeah.
and so I have like a bunch of unopened games and
Sell them
all
on
that stuff.
eBay. Some
No.
hot cheddar.
But so I think I was first introduced to Rami Malek in the movie Need for Speed,
Okay.
Got it.
which I think was based on a video game.
That is correct.
So,
Doug, are you
I'm
going towards Grand Theft
I'm
Auto
going
on this
towards
one?
towards cars just in general.
Sure.
Like maybe that was like a thing for him. Like maybe
Oh,
one
sure.
led to the other.
I wonder if he's a big time car gamer. And he just likes getting involved with car-based
It
things.
could be, but the answer to this question would not support that because nothing that we know about Remi Malek would have led us to necessarily guess A, Halo 2.
Oh, interesting.
Which was the answer.
that-
So if you ever play that in the future, I mean, I've
played it in the
I've never
past.
played any of these.
What
I
is
don't
Halo
play
2
video
about?
games.
I don't know.
It is so in Halo 2 you play a space marine who is traveling throughout the galaxy to fight invaders. And so you have a lot of different voices.
Right.
I have no idea who he would play, but again, digital voices is anyone.
Could be anybody yelling in the background.
Exactly. It could be an alien that is dying as it's getting shot by space marines.
All possible, but the only voice you two have to be concerned about right now is mine when I ask you question 6. Which of the following awards did Remi Malek not win? So you guys are looking for the outsider here.
Okay.
For his portrayal of Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. Was it A, the Golden Globe for Best Actor, B, the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance? Excuse me.
Whoa there, John. You okay?
I got choked up.
I know, it's very
I have a lot
powerful.
of strong feelings about
the thing is, you've always wanted to win an award, and you just haven't, other than that karate trophy from when you were a kid.
From when I was a very small child.
Small boy of being able to punch enough people in the face.
Right.
They just gave you a trophy and told you to go home, right?
I won that in a poker game as a child. It was all the last guy at the table had to put up. And so I straight took his childhood karate.
Well done.
You were not, you were not listening to that so closely.
I zone out so often.
C, the BAFTA for Best Actor, or the Academy Award for Best Actor. So, guys, A, the Golden Globe, B, Screen Actors Guild, C, BAFTA, D, the Academy Award, the Oscar.
So I know for sure 2 that he did win.
Okay, and those 2 are, according to you.
Are you going to help me?
Well, no, you're right. Good point,
Doug.
No, Doug's a very honest guy. Okay, what is your answer? Let's just go with that.
I don't know if he won 2, and the one that I'm going to go 50-50, BAFTA, because I fear that the British would be concerned. Here's what I imagine, that some of the British people would be like, yeah, this cunt. I shouldn't probably say that word. Bleep that out.
Cunt.
Let's pull that back.
Yeah, but you're saying it in the British.
Who could tell with that accent?
That's true.
John really put it on a pedestal.
Yeah, but the British don't say cunt meaning some horrible thing about a woman. It's like, look at that cunt at the end of the
look at this bastard.
Look at that
thinking
cunt
he can play our boy Freddie.
Right, exactly.
He can't play our boy Freddie. We're not going to vote for him at the BAFTAs.
Come here, you stupid cunt. So it's like that,
Something
but
like
all
that,
of those are used referencing a male, not a female.
Right, exactly.
Right.
So I think that he probably did not win the BAFTA.
So it's very
based on that
possible
Cockney
that a
experience
British,
that I had.
Yeah. And by the way, I'm sure the people who sit on the BAFTA,
the board, deep Cockney
super
accents.
Cockney, going, "Who's that? No, that American cunt that played Freddie Mercury. No, forget that guy."
So here's the thing: famously, Dick Van Dyke.
I'd like to apologize to all of our British listeners for our shitty Cockney accents.
Dick Van Dyke actually
want to just apologize to all our listeners.
Yeah, I'd like to apologize to all of our listeners for this podcast.
Dick Van Dyke set the precedent. They banned all Cockney accented people from being able to vote on the BAFTAs because his accent was so horrendous. They were just concerned.
Sure, that makes sense.
An erstwhile American trying to sneak their way in. Mm-hmm. And so,
I believe it went something like
Dick
this.
Van Dyke Show?
No, Mary Poppins.
From this day forward, we're banning that cunt, Dick Van Dyke. That's how it went down.
Dick Van Dyke will never set foot on the BAFTAs again.
It's more like Dick Van Cunt.
Dick Cut Dyke.
Oh, God,
all right, and I just want to again say to our American female listeners, in Britain, that term is not a very ugly term for a woman. It's actually almost a friendly term
also Australia.
For a guy.
And as they say in Australia, we call our cunts friends, and I'll call our mates cunt, and our cunts mate.
There you go.
So take that and you put in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
Doug is offended for everyone.
Was there a very oppressive silence that just followed after this?
Just terrible.
Hey,
cut
guys,
that out.
which of these awards do you think he didn't win? I think Brandon's saying BAFTA. What about you, Doug?
Okay, so I don't watch award shows. I really don't know. I don't tune in afterwards to find out. None of it. I feel like I heard that. No,
so cool.
Just
give a care about those awards, man. Just like take your awards and stick them up your butt.
Brandon,
man.
I don't listen. I don't watch any award shows.
Oh,
is it because I'm so cool?
It's because
no,
you're so cool.
I'm asking. I know I'm super cool. Is that why?
What it is? You won that karate trophy in the program. And you're like, I can't. You know what? That's the last trophy I'll ever care about.
That's right.
Such a cool guy.
Oscars are on tonight, but instead I'm going to sit on the couch and look at this karate trophy I won in a poker
Keys
tournament.
are my karate trophies. Stick it right in my butt.
Right.
That's what you sound like, John. Nailed it.
Yeah, that was me.
The impressions. Yep. Wow. Just
Fast and Furious tonight, guys.
I thought I'd found myself in some sort of us doppelganger scenario, and that you, as me, had come to kill me.
That's 100% correct.
Mm-hmm. And who knows who'd win that? What a great fight that would be, me fighting me.
That'd be incredible.
Hard to say who's going to win.
Yeah. I picture you having trouble grabbing yourself because
win.
of all the olive oil.
Yeah, just greased.
Look at Doug.
Look at that. What a great comeback.
Doug, you're really towing the line for old Dum-Dum over here.
Thank you.
Hey, Doug, which of these 4 awards, for the love of God, so we can get out of here?
I don't watch him. I feel like I heard that the movie won, but he didn't. I don't know because I don't pay attention.
Okay.
So I'm going with Oscar.
So cool.
Guys, it was a trick question. Remi Malek is such a badass. He won all 4 of those
We won all
awards.
4.
All 4.
So even the British contention. Or
Contingent.
Contingent. There we go. Thank
Is
you.
that a lion? Is that what the
BAFTAs? Yeah,
BAFTAs
they're
are
the
lion?
lions. Yeah.
Oh, is it a
So I guess somebody knows a little something about the BAFTAs.
which I've never seen. Yes.
Look at this smart cunt over
Look at
there.
this kind of yeah.
All right, guys. That's our past. We all one thing we all agree on: Remi Malek's pretty awesome, and he can do
Yeah,
just
he's a
about
great guy.
anything.
Other than me, a radio DJ.
Or apparently making kids happy as Aladdin at Disneyland.
Oh no, he can't do that, but he can make a delicious shawarma.
He can indeed, boys.
If you go to his house, he'll just greet you with falafel. It's amazing.
Now this could be getting culturally offensive.
No,
I feel
he
we've
worked at a
crossed
falafel shop.
I know, but that was his past. And guys, speaking of our past, that was our past. Let's look to our future.
Goodbye, Blackout.
Now we have goodbye Blackout and good riddance. We have spoken a great deal. You two have, because I haven't listened to it yet, even though it sounds great, about Armchair Expert by the Dax Shepard podcast. You've talked about it so much, I feel that at least right now we can't listen to it. Maybe if we can go 4 episodes, not talk about it, we'll come back to it. But before Dax Shepard, there was another celebrity of, I think, that roughly that same level, who also had a podcast where she said, I'm probably not the right person to ask any of these questions or talk to these people.
Okay.
But damn it, I'm doing anyway. And that person was Anna Faris. And the podcast is and was Anna Faris is Unqualified.
Okay,
so next
interesting.
week, we're listening to her podcast. It's been around for quite a while now. As a matter of fact, we're going to go back to 2016. Now, the podcast I want us to listen to, because I want to hear it, is an interview with possibly the single individual we've referenced most on this podcast, other than the 3 of us.
Okay.
Brandon, who might that be?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking of the Anna Faris as Unqualified episodes that I've listened to, which is a handful.
Okay, so if this is one that you've listened to, we're not going to listen to it.
And I was drawn
Who do
to
you
it
think I'm about
because
to
he
say?
is my favorite comedian in the world, Mr. Jason Mantzoukas.
Greek-American
Man.
superstar Jason Mantzoukas.
And so was that one of the ones that you were going to pick?
Yeah,
we're mind melds, dude.
We are.
We're
Okay.
totally on the Jason Mantzoukas train.
So instead of that, we're
You know,
going to
he played Aladdin at Disney.
Oh, interesting. Greek-American.
Okay, so guess what
Estonian.
this means? Guess what this means, guys? He did not play Aladdin.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Boys, we're going to listen to a 2-parter. So
Okay.
because Brandon went ahead and listened to a podcast that I didn't tell him to listen to, we're going to listen to 2
Am I
hours.
banned from podcasts?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
This is now also you doing things.
Save it
I
for the
tell you to
pod.
do. Right. Save it for the pod. We're going to listen to, we're going back to April of 2016, which should help our listeners find it, parts 1 and 2 of Chris Evans and Jenny Slate.
Oh,
I
interesting.
have absolutely no idea why those 2 actors were together on the same
They must have had a
episode.
project together. Or
They didn't
something.
do a movie
Must have.
together.
Oh, I didn't
there
know
you
that.
go.
Do you know what
That's
the movie
probably
was?
why.
Yeah, I
Doug?
saw it. It's the movie where he's the dad or the uncle. I think he's the uncle of a young math prodigy.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Oh,
whose sister
right.
dies, and he's
shit, I know
takes
nothing
care of
about
her.
this. Okay.
And Jenny Slate plays her teacher, who recognizes that she's a math genius.
Oh.
I saw the trailers,
Sounds
and I remember
interesting.
seeing the Metacritic was like a straight 50.
That's not
and so
good.
it was not particularly well received.
All right.
One thing I like about Anna Faris's podcast is it's very much like Dax Shepard in that they were both married to more talented and famous people.
Very interesting.
And so I
Why
wonder
more
Who
how
is
talented?
Anna
Why do
Faris
you
married
think Kristen
to?
Bell's more talented
than Dax Shepard?
Yeah.
Because she is.
Well, I think
even
that's
he'd
debatable.
agree to that.
I think that's debatable.
Guys, this is
he
a
writes movies. Does she write movies?
Super hot take late in the show. But you know what? Next week, maybe we'll talk about
Oh,
it.
yeah, let's jump in. We'll dive into it.
Yeah. Quick question, though. Who is Anna Faris married to? I don't know.
Chris Pratt. She was married to Chris Pratt. They have split up like 2 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Chris Pratt is famously an actor who was in such films as Guardians of the Galaxy
Yes.
and
TV show Parks and Rec.
TV show
where
Parks
I
and
gotta
Rec.
start.
And Anna Faris was in a movie called Keanu with Key and Peele.
And she was
Oh,
in the
shit,
House
I
Bunny.
forgot that she was in that.
And she was in House Bunny,
House
which I
Bunny,
saw in
great
the
movie.
theater.
Yes, she was.
Yeah.
Pretty
I
funny.
never saw that either.
And she's on TV right now.
But I
Mom.
remember
Mom,
the
yeah.
posters. Well, guys, Can we get to our
yes,
episode here?
We can.
Sorry,
John, so
I'm getting choked up again.
I don't think she won any awards. I don't know why you'd be so upset.